Hi, welcome back to Hit or Glitch. I'm Daniel.
I'm Alex.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Tim, and I'm still last.
But not least.
But you're drawing from the tome today.
I'm drawn from the tome today.
Which is why
So,
you're not
yeah.
least.
So, welcome to another episode of Under the Hood, I guess we're doing this time.
Yep.
We draw from the tome of topics and talk about whatever we find. And I don't know.
If you have
Whatever
any
else.
ideas for it, send them to us. Leave them in the comments.
Yep.
All right, so this time. That's what's. Okay. How would one determine what magic a boss has?
The BBEG.
My brain is sort of locked in on stuff when it comes to magic. When I think about magic, and usually that's spells. And spells can be a little annoying to keep track of on a
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I would say spells necessarily is the way to go. But
They could have spell-like abilities or
yeah.
innate spell casting where they just have this spell so many times a day.
Yeah.
For me, it's kind of what do I want out of this particular bad guy,
Yeah.
this boss.
Yeah.
Because I treat my bosses when I'm creating them a lot like I treat my player characters when I'm creating them. I create them from the ground, usually create them from the ground up, sometimes using a monster as a template, but I usually make them personalized, so I switch out some things depending on what I envision their personality to be. So
Yeah. Also, when on Roll20, I set up my fighting area first and think of what would be useful for my boss character to have based upon what the battlefield is like.
because he is going to create his battlefield to his advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So layer actions.
So yeah, layer actions and stuff like that.
Tim is also working on a spell called Monologue that allows him to monologue without interruption.
Yeah. Now that you say it, I'm gonna do it.
Everyone is stunned until he finishes his sentence.
There's got to be some kind of save, though.
Bullshit. Okay, I'm done with that. Next.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, like cast a group stun just so he can talk while no one can stop him.
Yep.
And that's all he uses it for, even though he could have used it during the fight to get advantage. He's like, nope, just gonna use it so I can talk, and they have to listen.
Yep.
No, one of the things I disliked about 3.5 was that they oftentimes had like boss monsters and adventures and stuff like that would have a spell list that just using the names of the spells in paragraph form would be this long, and you're like, God, I don't even know what he can do. And it was
So this long,
Sorry.
for those of you who
Like
can't
this
see
long.
his hands on the table behind everything.
I don't know. It just having that huge list of spells. Oh yeah, he should have that, and he should have that. Oh yeah, and he should have that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was annoying when their spell list took up half of their monster block.
Yeah. So I think it's more valuable to say, what your players can do, or at least you should. So make something that's going to be interesting. They can maybe counter some of the stuff your players can do. They can provide unique situations, and oftentimes I create like boss monsters more with specific abilities that aren't spells. Like they just have unique. I just made them up. Or hey, that ability that I saw in a monster one time was really cool. I'll reflavor it maybe if I need to, but I'll just use a couple of key abilities, and some layer actions work really good in 5th edition that really change things. So
Or if you really just want to annoy your players, just give them a bunch of spell slots and load them up with Dispel Magic and Counterspell.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh,
Counterspell all their healing attempts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Jeez. Doombot 1000.
Yeah.
And now Dan has ideas for our Sunday night game.
Yeah.
Definitely have to use it.
Yeah. Spell-like abilities, in case you guys that confuses you, is like instead of giving the monster Hellish Rebuke, the spell, you just give them an ability that says on a reaction, after they're hit, the PC makes a con save or dex save or whatever, and they take they take 2d6 or 2d8, 2d10 damage, depending on what level.
Well, I mean, you could word it like that, or you could even just give them like the tiefling ability. They can cash Hellish Rebuke once a day.
Yeah, but it's, you say
I mean,
like
that's-
multiple times.
Yeah.
And not make it Hellish Rebuke the spell.
Right.
Warlock, if you're having difficulties, Warlock invocations are a place to look for inspiration, because Warlocks get a lot of first level spells, and I think some of the higher ones, when you get for higher level, are even higher level spells that they can just do
Yes.
at will, which sort of takes the sting out of only having those 2 spell slots, to be able to just cast Detect Magic at will all day, every day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think hopefully that's helped you. Oh, and we're in a new place. We are recording this, coming to you from Second Star Games.
In Prescott, Arizona.
Yep, one of our local game stores, and we'll be doing a lot more stuff here. So we look forward to seeing you both here and here, maybe. Comment below if you have any questions, and we'll see you later.